ओम हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः, स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ तपोभिः क्षीणपापानां शान्तानां वीतरागिणां मुमुक्षूणामपेक्षोऽयम् आत्मबोधो विधीयते। Verse number 59. तद्युक्तमखिलं वस्तु, तद्युक्तमखिलं वस्तु व्यवहारश्चिदन्वितः, व्यवहारश्चिदन्वितः। तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म, तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म क्षीरे सर्पिरिवाखिले, क्षीरे सर्पिरिवाखिले। यथा समुद्रजलस्य नदीकूपतडागादिभिः परिच्छिन्नत्वं तथा ब्रह्मानन्दस्य ब्रह्मादिभिः परिच्छिन्नत्वमेव सिद्धम्. If you are talking about the proportion of the Ananda, as yesterday we saw, Eka Manusha Ananda, one human happiness. Understand? And then multiply by 100, we went up to the Brahmadi, Prajapita. And that also is being 100 times is called Brahmananda. So you are calculating this Ananda. If you are calculating Ananda, then it cannot be Ananda. That which can be calculated is limited. So your Ananda, what you are calling Akhanda Ananda, is it Akhanda Ananda? It is limitless Ananda. So therefore Shankaracharya gives this word, Tad Yuktam Akhilam Vastu. Whatever is being said here, whatever is being created here, understand? Tad Yuktam. It is along with that only. Yuktam. Yuk means it is joined. It is along with. So whatever vastu you are perceiving, whatever vastu you are experiencing, everything is being along with the Brahman only. Wherever there is a pot, the pot is with clay only. Vyavhara, Chidanvitaha. So in the Vyavhara, whatever we are experiencing, everything has its being into Brahman only. Understand? It is Yukta means it's not joined, understand? The pot is always with clay. When we say with is not the connection. Wherever there is a pot, there is a clay. Similarly, whatever vyavhara, whatever transactions we are doing in this world, everything is what? Chidanvitaha. We saw Anvita, Anvita, Anvaya. It is there is a presence of consciousness in everything. Nothing is separate from that consciousness. And therefore, everything is along with the consciousness only. Even if we say this is jada, this is inert, the substratum of the inert object also is consciousness. What we call is the sentience, this body. The substratum of this body also is consciousness. And therefore, akhilam vastu, understand? Akhilam means everything. Khila, understand this word. Khila means the chidra. Hole, H-O-L-E, hole. Suppose in the cloth, sometimes we get the hole. It's called khila. Akhila means there is no hole. It is total. Now, this khila means actually space. Emptiness. Khila means space, emptiness. So, when I say there is a hole in the cloth, that means what? At that place, there is no cloth. The hole means there is no cloth at all. Then only it is called hole. That means this cloth is broken. So, at some place, there is no cloth in this one, and therefore it is broken. So, the emptiness is called khila, without the cloth. Similarly, akhilam, when we say, khila means what? There is something which is without the consciousness. No, akhilam. Understand? There is no place where there is an absence of consciousness. Khila means emptiness, absence. Akhilam means there is no place. Understand? Whatever you are experiencing, whatever you are perceiving, consciousness is already there. Whether it is a gross object, whether it is a subtle object, whether it is an effect, whether it is a cause, everything has its being in consciousness only. Chidanvitaha. Understand? And therefore, tasmat sarvagatam brahma. And therefore, this Brahman is what? Sarvagatam, everywhere. There is no place where there is absence of Brahman. See, that is what Bhagavan says in Gita. Sataha abhavaha na vidyat. There is no place, there is no time where there is absence of this Sat, this existence. Existence is always there. And that existence is consciousness. Sat and Chit, understand? And therefore, whatever we are transacting in this world, whether you are performing action, whether you are not performing action, whether you are in this human body, whether you are in the celestial body, whether you are experiencing these local enjoyments or you are enjoying the heavenly enjoyments, everywhere this consciousness is there. Understand? So, in the form of this world, this consciousness is being manifested. But then how come I don't see? Shire sarpihi va akhile. Shire in the milk. Sarpihi means butter. The butter is all pervasive in the milk. Akhile, understand? Akhile, kshire. Look at this. When you have a milk in the pot, whole milk is what? Akhile, kshire. In entire milk, there is a butter. But you don't see that butter. You don't see butter doesn't mean there is no butter. Butter means fat, understand? So, as there is a fat, butter, all pervasive in the milk. Similarly, the consciousness is all pervasive in this universe. Sarvagatam Brahma, understand? You don't experience doesn't mean. So, Tila madhye yatha tailam, Kshira madhye yatha grutam, Pushpa madhye yatha gandaha, Phala madhye yatha rasaha. As there is a oil in the tila, sesame seeds. It is all everywhere. It's not one part of the sesame seed, there is oil. As Kshira madhya yatha grutam, as there is a ghee, there is a fat or butter in the milk. As there is a smell in the flower. As there is a rasa, taste in the fruit. Similarly, this Brahman is all over. Chitanvita. So, Brahman, which is Ananda, it is not limited by anything. Whether it is a karma, whether it is no karma, whether there is a transactions going on. Because everything is superimposed on the self. So, it is not to be seen, it is not to be experienced. It is you. You are that consciousness which is all pervasive. It is there. The seen also, we already said, Gnatru, Gnana, Gneya. The knower also is consciousness. That which is to be known, that object of knowledge also is consciousness. The knowledge itself also is consciousness. Karma, when we say, the karta also is consciousness, Brahman. Karma also is a Brahman. The instrument by which we are performing action, that is also Brahman. Understand? So everything is Brahman. From the standpoint of karma, you say, from the standpoint of knowledge, you say, from the standpoint of transaction, you say, everything is one non-dual Brahman. And that Brahman is all pervasive. Whatever you are experiencing is consciousness only. When I say this book also is what? Consciousness. When I say this body also is consciousness. But it is not something to be seen. See, there is a verse. That Mother Saraswati, Devi Saraswati, is all knowledge. But suppose you ask Devi Saraswati, can you differentiate, can you describe the sweetness of the grape, the sweetness of the mango, the sweetness of the jaggery? Understand? Can you describe? Even Devi Saraswati cannot describe, understand? Suppose you go and ask Devi Saraswati, what is the difference between the sweetness of jaggery and sweetness of grapes and sweetness of mango? What she will tell? You taste it. You cannot describe, understand? Even the sweetness you cannot describe. Called rasa. Sweetness means rasa. Every fruit has a different types of the sweetness. Sugar also is sweet. Banana also is sweet. Watermelon also there is a sweetness. Only in your experience you can see the difference. But you cannot describe it. Similarly, you see that everything is consciousness. You cannot describe. Yacho vacho nivartante aprapya manasas. And therefore, whatever you say in this world, whether it is a gross or subtle or cause or effect, everything is sapeksha. It is a standpoint, understand? Relative. When I say cause, then there is a karya. Karya, then there is a karan. When I say effect, then there is a cause. Even when we say past, when we say presence, what is presence? Understand? In the grammar, this is also understood very well. Swamiji always used to give this example. Sahapachati, he cooks. Understand? What she is doing, she is cooking. After 5 minutes, you ask what she is doing, she is cooking. After 5 minutes, you ask what she is doing, she is cooking. Understand this? So 10 minutes before also she was cooking. Now also she is cooking. After 10 minutes also she is cooking. Look at this. But the word which you are using, the verb, kriyapad, is what? Pachati, present tense. Now when you are using the present tense, what is the length of present tense? Suppose 11:30 she started cooking. That time also pachati. 11:45 also she is pachati. 12 noon also she is pachati. 12:15 also she is pachati. Look at this one. Then what is the present tense? All 45 minutes she is pachati, understand? That means the time also is what? Relative. Though it is a present tense when I say, what is a present tense? That particular moment is a present tense. Then it becomes what? Past. Before I complete my sentence, it becomes past, understand? That particular moment where you are aware of, that is a presence. That is a consciousness, understand? Whatever is a presence, Vartamana, when you are experiencing something, that time it was present. Now it is past, understand? Whatever the future, what you are calling, the future also will come as a present only. So that means what? What you experience is present. Past also was experienced as a present only. Future will be experienced as present only. What is the reality? The reality is a present. There is no past tense and future tense, understand? Just for our understanding, we talk like that. What is what? Now and here. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 17 minutes, 18 minutes, 19 minutes, 20 minutes, 21 minutes, 22 minutes, 23 minutes, 24 minutes, 25 minutes, 26 minutes, 27 minutes, 28 minutes, 29 minutes, 30 minutes, 31 minutes, 32 minutes, 33 minutes, 34 minutes, 35 minutes, 36 minutes, 37 minutes, 38 minutes, 39 minutes, 40 minutes, 41 minutes, 42 minutes, 43 minutes, 44 minutes, 45 minutes, 46 minutes, 47 minutes, 48 minutes, 49 minutes, 50 minutes, 51 minutes, 52 minutes, 53 minutes, 54 minutes, 55 minutes, 56 minutes, 57 minutes, 58 minutes, 59 minutes, 60 minutes, 61 minutes, 62 minutes, 63 And now and here is what? You, consciousness. Sarvagata. From the standpoint of the time also, you are all pervasive. From the standpoint of the space also, you are all pervasive. From the standpoint of object also, you are all pervasive. Deshatah, kalatah, vastutah, aparichinnam. There is no limitations. Space-wise, time-wise, object-wise limitations. Everything is one non-dual consciousness. See, therefore, we have to teach children also that don't too much think about the future. Whatever is there is going to come as a present time only. So if your present time is okay, your past will be okay. If your present time is okay, your future also is going to be okay. But the reality of the life is all the young people are worried about the future. All old people are always thinking about the past. We were doing that, we were studying like that, understand? All old people are living in the past. All young people are living in the future. We have to learn to live now and here. Chidanvita, that is consciousness. Now and here is consciousness. Vyavahara means whatever transactions we are doing, whether it is a time or space or object, everything is being pervaded by this Brahman. That is consciousness. Sarvagatam Brahma. Understand? So suppose you give this example. Kshire Gritamiva. But this kshira, this ghee, this butter, as the milk is being destroyed, it becomes curd. Curd is being churned and becomes the butter. Butter is heated, purified, and becomes ghee. That means what? It is a vikari, modifying. Milk, curd, butter, and then ghee. So everything is what? It is constantly changing. Until and unless the milk is being destroyed, there is no curd. Until and unless the curd is being destroyed, modified, there is no butter. Until and unless the butter is being heated, destroyed, there is no ghee. There is a modification, understand? Same way, your Brahman also, Nasha Prasanga. This Brahman also is what? It will be destroyed. No. Understand? And therefore, this Brahman is what? Avyayam. Never goes any kind of change. Undergo any kind of the change. Avyayam. Avinashi. Cannot be destroyed by anything. Whatever karma you do, whatever transactions you are doing, there is always consciousness. And therefore, don't think this way, that there is no Brahman. Or Brahman is constantly changing. So, to clarify that, Shankaracharya gives this verse. We'll read the verse number 60. These all conjunct consonants are there. Ananvanastulamahraswam, ananvastulamahraswam, adirghamajamavyayam, adirghamajamavyayam, arupaguna varnakhyam, arupaguna varnakhyam, tadbrahmetyavadharayet, tadbrahmetyavadharayet. from the standpoint of the shape or the size, ananu. Anu means particle. Asthula. Sthula means gross. Sthula means big also, understand. It is not particle, it is not big. Asukshmam, arasvam. Rasvam means short. Dirgha means long. It is not small, it is not big. It is not short, it is not long. Avyayam. Especially we think in the form of the size. Small, big, short, long. But Brahman being all pervasive, it is what? Ananu, Asthulam, Arasvam, Adirgham. There is no particular size of Brahman. Why? Ajam Avyayam. Because it is not born. It is not limited by time. Avyayam. It is never undergoes any kind of the change. Why? Arupa Guna Varnakhyam. Because there is no form. Where there is a form, Rupa means form. Where there is a form, we can say small, big, long, short. But there is no particular form of Brahman. There is no particular quality of the Brahman. There is no particular Varna, the color of the Brahman. Wherever all these things are there, which can be described. Understand? That means it is all over, all pervasive. It is non-destructible, means that cannot be destroyed. That which is born can have a size and shape and the form. But Brahman is ajaha, never born. Being never born, there is no shape, there is no size, there is no color, there is no quality of the Brahman. And therefore, that Brahman is consciousness which is all pervasive. We have to remove all this size, shape, color, because our buddhi is working in this field of the size and color and shape. And therefore, we have to go beyond the size, color, and the shape. Arupa, Guna, Varnakhyam. There is no quality, there is no form, there is no color. Tad Brahmetyavadharayet. That is Brahman, that is you. The quality or the shape or size is from the standpoint of this body, mind, sense complex. From the standpoint of this universe. See, that is where these scientists are struggling. Right, trying to find out the size of the universe, Brahmanda. They are thinking this universe is an oval shape. There is no shape, it is all pervasive. They are trying to build bigger and bigger telescope. They have this Hubble telescope. And Hubble telescope has given the amazing image of the universe. Now there is a bigger than that, is a James Webb telescope. Which is giving further detailed images of the universe. But as we are building the better and better telescopes, the horizon is expanding. Understand? The farthest star what we saw is 13 million light year farther than the Earth. Understand? So they decided, what is the universe? 13 million light year. That also is relative, understand? Why? Because from the standpoint of the Earth, we are calculating the distance. That means we are keeping the Earth in the center and then we are trying to understand that. But if that star is 13 million light year away, this side, then this side also is universe, understand? So that means this side also is 13 million light year. This side also 13 million light year. How will you calculate? There is no end. All pervasive. That is you. Size is from the standpoint of the eyes. Quality is from the standpoint of the Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. Color is from the standpoint of this body. Flower, different colors are there. Leaves, different colors are there. Brahman is what? Arupa Guna, Varnakhyam. It is a substratum of all, but none of them is. It gives the existence and the consciousness, Satta Spurti, it is called in Sanskrit. It provides the Satta Spurti to everything. But it is none of them. Tat Brahmetyavadharaya. Why? Even though this body dies, Nahanti Hanyamane Sharire. Even when this body dies, Atma never dies. Nobody can destroy it. Achedyoyam adakyoyam akledyo shoshevacha. Cannot be destroyed by any weapon. Achedyoyam adak cannot be burned by the fire. Akledyoyam cannot be disintegrated by the water. Cannot be dried up by air. Nitya sarvagata sthanuhu achaloyam sanatanaha. That is you. You are the one who is giving the existence to the fire, to air, to water, to the earth. How they are going to destroy you? It's exactly like this telescope. Through the telescope, you can see this universe. But telescope cannot see you. Why? Because you are behind the telescope. Similarly, all these our experiences are because of this body, mind, sense complex. But you are the one who is behind the body, mind, sense complex. And therefore, this is how we have to understand. There is no spatial limitations. There is no time-wise limitations. There is no object-wise limitations. There is no quality-wise limitation. There is no shape-wise limitations. There is no size-wise limitation for a book. All these limitations are relative. Brahman is absolute consciousness. That Brahma iti avadhan. May you conclude that is the Brahma. That is you. That means what? You are the only knower in the world. Understand this properly now. You are that gnata, you are that knower, which illumines everything in this world. None of them can illumine you. You are the only knower. Rest is everything is known. Objects of the world are known to you. Object of knowledge. Body is object of knowledge. Senses are object of knowledge. Mind is object of knowledge. Buddhi also is object of knowledge. Understand? Rupam, Drishyam, Lochanam, Drika. Drishyam, you understand? This size and forms are the object of knowledge, and who is the knower? Eyes are the knower. Eyes also are known, object of knowledge of the mind. Mind is the knower. Mind also is object of your knowledge. You, the consciousness, is the knower. You know what kind of the emotions are there in the mind, what kind of the thoughts are going on in the mind. You are that knower. Dhrugevanata drishyate. You are that knower, cannot become the object of knowledge anytime. That means you are that knower who illumines everything. But you don't need to be illumined by anything. That is how you have to know yourself, that you are that Brahman consciousness. See, in Karpurarti, when we do puja, we do this mantra. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhati kutoya magnihi nema vidyuto bhati. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. This is consciousness, understand? Where even sun cannot illuminate. Sun cannot shine. Moon cannot shine. The stars cannot shine. Fire cannot shine. Why? Because of the shine of this consciousness, everything is being illuminated. You are the consciousness, which is providing the light, illumination to everything. The same thing is in Gita also. Na tatra suryo bhati yadadityagatam tejaha jagat bhasayate khilam yat chandramasi yat chagnav tat tejo vidhi mam. What Bhagavan says. Whatever the lights are there in the Surya, because of which it illumines the entire solar system. When there is no sun, the moon lights up. When there is no moon, on Amavasya there is no moon, understand? Tarakam, star. If you go to the dark area, forest, you can see there is a light of the stars. They say that this planet, Venus, Shukra, in the winter, Shukra is a morning star. In the summer, the Shukra is an evening star. Because it is between the earth and the sun. After the sunset, there is a Venus you can see, Shukra. They say in the dark place, if you are there, The light of the Venus is so strong that you can see your own shadow. Tarakam, understand? Planets and stars. So when there is no sun, moonlight is there. Moon also is not there. The light of the planets and the stars. When there is a cloud, there is no star. Vidyutaha, lightning. None of them can illumine the sun. And therefore, you have to see that you are that consciousness which illumines everything, which knows everything. You are the knower. You are that seer. Nahi drashtuhu drashtehe viparilopasya. You are that seer whose vision is never being destroyed. And therefore, in the next verse, Shankaracharya tells us. यद्भासा भासते अर्कादि यद्भासा भासते अर्कादि भास्यर्यत्तु न भास्यते भास्यर्यत्तु न भास्यते येन सर्वमिदं भाति येन सर्वमिदं भाति तद्ब्रह्मत्यवधारयेत् तद्ब्रह्मेत्यवधारयेत् यद्भासा भासते अर्कादि. In short, in other words, Shankaracharya is describing the same mantra. Yad bhasa, because of whose light, arka means sun, etc. are being illumined. Because of whose light you are not being illumined. Yad bhasya, I mean, because of the light of the sun, you are not being illuminated. न तद् भासयते सूर्यः न शशांको न तारकः नेमा विद्युतो भाति कुतोऽयमग्निः. Understand? Where is the question of this fire? See, in Karpurati, what we are telling? That sun cannot illumine you, moon cannot illumine you, fire cannot illumine you, lightning cannot illumine you. What? How this fire in my hand? Kutoyamagni. How this fire in my hand can illumine? Still, I'm trying to illumine me. Kutoyamagni. Same thing in Gita. Na tadvasayate surya, na shashanko, na tarak, na pavakaha. Yena sarvamidam bhati. Because of which everything is being illuminated. From this physical world, this solar system, we say sun is self-illuminating. Swaprakashana. But from the standpoint of the light in your eyes, Indra Jyoti. Therefore, I always ask this question. Sun is there, therefore you see, or you see, therefore sun is. We think there is a sun and therefore we are seeing the sun. That's not true. You are seeing, therefore the sun. If sun is there and therefore you are seeing, then blind person also should see the sun, but he doesn't see sun. From the standpoint of the blind person, sun doesn't exist. And therefore, you are the one who is illumining the sun. You are that consciousness. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam viva. Because of this light, Ha means light. Hasa, by, third case. Because of the light of the self, the consciousness, everything is beginning. Yena sarvam idam bhati. Tad Brahma ityavadharaya. Starting from the buddhi onward, everything is being illumined by you, and that is Brahma. You cannot be the object of anything. See, once you understand, you can see that you are independent. You don't depend on anything. Your existence, your consciousness is independent, swatantra. You don't have to depend on anything. From the start, already we saw, from the standpoint of body, mind, sense complex, everybody is dependent. Everybody is depending. Nobody is independent. Everybody is depending on the world, on the animals, and on the insects, on food, on the people, on this moon and sun. But all is from the body, mind, sense complex. From the standpoint of the self, you, the consciousness, you don't have to depend on anything. You are the one who is illuminating everything. You are the one who is providing the existence to everything. When I say pot is means what? Existence. That is what? It is you, Sat. Sarvatra dve buddhi. Whatever you are experiencing, there are two types of the buddhi is there. When I say pot is, there is a pot buddhi, gata buddhi, sat buddhi. Gata san, when I say, pot is when I say, there is a potness and there is a isness. The existence of the pot, called isness. When I say book is, book knowledge also is there, called pustaka buddhi. And there is a existence is there, san buddhi, sat buddhi is there. When I say akasha is, the space thought is there, and then existence thought also is there. The one which is constantly changing is called asat. Ghata buddhi, pustaka buddhi, akasha buddhi, changing. Sadbuddhi, sadbuddhi, sadbuddhi doesn't change. That is called existence, sat. And that sat is consciousness, chit. And therefore, the sat chit is everywhere. That Brahma, that sat chit is consciousness, is that existence consciousness is Brahma. Iti avadharayet. May you conclude, may you have a clear understanding about yourself that you are that Brahman. Now, the same thing which you are all-pervasive existence consciousness. The same thing is elaborated in the next verse number 62. स्वयमन्तर्बहिर्व्याप्य भासयन्नखिलं जगत् ब्रह्म प्रकाशते वह्नि प्रतप्ताय सपिण्डवत्. That means what? Who are you? Swayam antarbahirvyapya sabakhyabhyantaro hyajaha. Understand? You are in and through everything. Antah means inside, bahi means outside. You are pervaded in and through everything. Bhasaya, not only that, not only you are pervaded, you are providing the existence to everything, Pashayana khilam jagata. You are the one who is illumining this entire universe. Brahma prakashate. Vahmi prataptaya sapinda. Ayaspinda. Ayasmi? Iron. As the fire is all pervasive in the iron ball, same way, this consciousness is all pervasive. Tapta pinda ayas. Tapta ayas pinda vata. When that ball is being heated, understand? It is not a particular one place there is a fire. Anything, not even the iron ball. If you say water, when you hit the water, what happens? Iron is all pervasive. Not particular one place fire is there. Fire is all pervasive in the water. Fire is all pervasive on the heated iron ball. Same way, you are that conscious existence consciousness, which is all pervasive. It provides the existence to everything. It illumines everything. See, when we say external and internal, what is external and internal? Generally, internal and external is that we have to have certain limit, something which is dividing. Like, I'm sitting in this room, understand? In why? Because I'm this side of the wall, that's why I'm inside. That side of the wall is called outside. So we have made this wall as a limit for inside and outside. So our general understanding inside and outside is from the body, mind, sense complex. Whatever is outside, this is inside. So we make, like in the wall of the room is a limit standpoint. Same way, when we say inside and outside, it is from the standpoint of this body, mind, sense complex. But the body, mind, sense complex also is what? Pervaded by Brahman. Our external world also is pervaded by Brahman. Everything is one non-dual consciousness. All standpoint, inside, outside, everything is standpoint. Then say inside, near. That is also what? Standpoint. Vyapya vyapake rupayoho jagat brahmanoho. If you take that, I am the one who is the knower, the illuminer of this world, and the world is being illumined, so they are separate? No. You are in and through everything. What you call the knower also is consciousness, known also is consciousness. So therefore, when we meditate, understand this clearly. What is Brahma Gnana? What is the knowledge? Suppose you are standing at the bank of the river. It is called Tatastha. Tata means the bank of the river. Tate Tishtati Tatastha, one who is standing at the bank of the river. Not only that, you are seeing the flow of the river. being at the bank of the river, you are seeing, you are witnessing the flow of the water. So when you are witnessing, there is sometimes there is a lot of water is there. In the monsoon, in the rainy season, a lot of water is there in the river. In the summer, there will be less water. Then when there is a lot of water is there, heavy rain is there on upstream, then there is a flow, there is heavy flow of the water. When not too much rain, it is very quiet water, flowing but quietly flowing. If you see in our ashram, Rishikesh ashram, you can see all this. In the summer also it's flowing, quietly flowing. In the rainy season, it's roaring. You can hear it. At night, you can see you can hear the roar of the flowing water. And if you are at the bank of the river, you are witnessing this flow of the water. But what is the substratum? The substratum of the flow of the water. Pata. This bank of river is called Tata. Where the water is flowing is called Pata. So you are the witnessing this, and the base of the river is separate from you. But when it comes to the mind, understand this clearly. Mind is what? Flow of thought. As river is flow of water is called river. Similarly, the flow of the water is called thought, mind. There is a flow of thought. Constantly new thoughts are coming and going, coming and going. The thoughts are arising from the consciousness, having existence in the consciousness, goes back to consciousness. Every moment, new thought is coming to your mind. And who is a witness of that? You, consciousness. Understand this clearly. You are the witnessing the flow of the thought of your mind. But who are you? Not only the witnessing, not only you are a Sakshi Chaitanya, witness consciousness. The substratum, the base of the flow of the water is also you. Sakshi Chaitanya also is you. The substratum consciousness also is you. From which the thought is born, thought is sustained, thought is gone. So when there is a oneness between the Sakshi Chaitanya and Adhishthana Chaitanya, that is called Brahmagnana. You have to see this. That from you, the consciousness, the thought is being born. You, the consciousness, is sustaining the thought. You, the consciousness, unto which the thought is being resolved. That means witness consciousness also is you. The substratum, the adhishthana consciousness also is you. Same way, the external world also. You are witness consciousness, you are adhishthana consciousness. So both is you. Sakshi Chaitanya also is you. Adhisthana Chaitanya also is. That Brahma Itya. That is Brahman. May you have a firm decision. One conclusion. Avadhare means this is the firm conclusion by you. The same thing in different words Shankaracharya is telling. We'll see too. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Hari Hari Om Mama Hari Om
Hari Om Swamini.
Hari
Hari Om Swamini. Hari Om Swamini.
See how beautiful verses are. Any question? Okay, see you tomorrow.